Hey guys, today we'll be talking about a new card from the new Jurassic World Collection set. It's an add-on from the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, but it's Indominus Rex Alpha. It's 1 blue or black, green, green. It reads, as Indominus Rex Alpha enters the battlefield, discard any number of creature cards. Enters the battlefield with a flying counter on it. If a card discarded this way has flying, the same is true for first strike, double strike, death touch, hexproof, haste, indestructible, lifelink, menace, reach, trample, and death touch. Here's where it gets good. When Indominus Rex enters the battlefield, draw a card for each counter on it. So we can draw more cards than we discarded if cards have more than they have more than just one keyword on them. It's also a 6/6. So our first category is counter adders. These are the cards that just help us just get our commander big with those counters, and then also get us to draw a lot of cards. First up is Banehound. This card's really good. Just for black, we can play if we really want to. It's probably not good if we play it by itself, but if we discard it, lifelink and haste, pretty good on our commander, and then we draw 2 cards from this. We got Bontu the Glorified. This card's pretty good, even if we play it to 4/6, and it's a menace and indestructible for our commander. Then we get End-Raze Forerunners, and this card's just really good, just 8 mana. If we can play this by itself, really good, just pumping up all of our creatures. Good win con if we can play it. Then we got Gurmag Swiftwing, and this card just has all flying, first strike, haste. First strike on our commander. I don't like first strike personally, but that's still just an extra card for us. Then we got Kefnet the Mindful. This just gives us indestructible and flying. And then also its next ability is pretty. It's like the card is good. It's not that good by itself, so we just wanted to probably discard it. Then we got Leyline Prowler, and this card just ramp, and also can give us commander death touch and lifelink, which draws us 2 cards. Then we got Moldering Karok, and this card just trample and lifelink. Just love this combo. We can gain life, and then we can trample through our opponent's creatures. So the main goal of this deck is just to deal commander damage, or we have some other ways to win. But if we can get commander damage in our commander to attack, this card's just perfect for just attacking and just giving lifelink and trample, so our commander is easier to get in, and then we gain life on the way back. Then we got Nighthawk Scavenger. Has a lot of abilities, flying, death touch, lifelink, and then this card, its next ability will become big. It's probably not the best for our deck, because our opponents we don't have anything to do with our opponent's graveyards, maybe a couple cards, so it's not that good. And then we got Nightveil Predator, and this card's just really good. We can just go over commander, flying, death touch, and then I love this one, hexproof, so it just protects our commander. Then we got Nullpriest of Oblivion, just menace and lifelink, evasion, and we also get some life back. And then we can also return to our card from our graveyard, maybe to the battlefield, maybe a card that we discarded, and then we can return it back to the battlefield. And then we got Questionista Classic and many other standards, not commander, but pretty good here because it has 3 keywords: vigilance, death touch, and haste. It could also be pretty good if we play it by itself. Maybe our opponents play the One Ring, and this card can be pretty good just countering the One Ring. Then we got a card that just has 3 keywords. Reach is really rare, but the good thing about Reach is none of our other cards have Reach, so we're just gonna draw an extra card from that. And then as Desert Synergy, we have no deserts, so this card's pretty useless by itself, unless we want to play 3/3. Then we got Scavenge Brawler. This guy has 4 keywords, so that's pretty good. And then we can also just exile it from our graveyard, which it's going to be put in our graveyard to just give counters to our creature we control. Then we got a card that sets us back 8 mana, but it's pretty good because it's trample and indestructible. Really good combo for commander, and it also can grant us trample and indestructible with another creature attacking if we play it. Then we got Triple Click Titan. Love this card. Flying, vigilance, trample, and if we can pay 9 mana, we can just have a really strong 9/9. We got Vampire Nighthawk, just really good. Flying, death touch, and lifelink for our commander. Vengeful Reaper, flying, death touch, haste. Then we have Venom Rope. This card's pretty good because it gives us hexproof, and we can also have some evasion. Then we got Yarok the Desecrated. Love this card, death touch and lifelink, and also if we curve into this card before we play our commander, we play our commander the next turn after we play this, and then it triggers our commander's drawing ability twice, so we draw two times as much as we would have drawn. And also has Death Touch and Lifelink if we were going to discard from commander. I would recommend actually keeping this card in our hand so we can draw even more cards. Then we got Winding Constrictor, really good, just adding more counters. And those counters are going to be useless for our commander attacking, but we would draw double the cards. Okay, next up we got Discard Synergy. These cards care about the cards in graveyard and the cards that we discard. First up is Arcfiend of Ifnir. And it says whenever you cycle or discard another card, which we're discarding a lot of cards with a commander, put a -1 counter on each creature opponent's control. Really good, we could probably just wipe out our entire opponent's board with this card. This card's really well with our commander also. We just play this on turn 5, and then we play our commander on turn 6. Then we got a card that just has Changeling, and then it does basically the same thing as our commander, so it just has the same thing, and we have 2 attackers. Then we got a card that can just help us recast the cards that we put in our graveyard to get them back. And then we got Soul Flare. This card is really good, we can delve, and then we could just exile those cards and just give this guy a lot of abilities just like our commander. Then we got the Mycoplasm. This card's really cool, it's really neat. This allows us to exile 2 cards, and then we can make this card really beefy. Then we got King Norfie's Betrayal. We can recast some things over our graveyard, mill some cards, really helping out what our deck does. We got Shadow of the Grave, really good because this is going to just be a win condition. We just discard so many cards, and then all those cards that we played that turn just come right back to the battlefield. Oh no, to the hand, I mean. So that's pretty good. We got Living Death. All the cards that we have in our graveyard, we just exile them. And then everyone sacrifices all creatures, and then we put all those exile cards onto the battlefield. Each player does put those exile cards onto the battlefield, but we might have more because we are a discarding deck. Then we got Persist. This card's just really good because we can just return to the battlefield, and we can just put a -1 counter on it if we have a really good card in our graveyard. Then we got Removal, the cards that just counter, just remove cards and other stuff just like that. So we got Beast Within, destroy target permanent, just create 3/3, classic target removal spell. Then we got Counterspell, just a really good counter to whatever our opponents are going to be up to. And we got Death Sprout, good ramp, just wizard creature, just does it all. Disdainful Stroke, just makes our opponent have a stroke now. Counter target spell, and then with mana value 4 or greater, just an expensive card that we can just counter whatever they have that are expensive, that are 4 or greater. Then we got Drown Lock, because we have a lot of cards from our graveyard, we can either counter something like that or destroy something like that for only 2 blue, 1 blue and 1 black. Then we got Infernal Grasp, just destroy target creature, and we just lose 2 life. Then we got Negate, counter target non-creature spell, and just good at doing that. Then we got Terror Ascender, just good at just exiling something, artifact or enchantment, and if it was kicked, we can destroy anything instead, any non-land permanent. Then we got Ramp. These are cards that we can just play into, get our commander faster. Obviously, we got Soul Ring. Then we got Arcane Signet. Then we got Fellwar Stone. Fellwar Stone can be really good. Also, just like Arcane Signet for our opponents having the same colors as us, or if they have a land that could tap for anything. Then we got Cultivate. Cultivate, we can just search for basic lands, get some cards, get our commander faster. Then we got Rampant Growth. 1 green, we can just get a basic land card, get our commander faster, just for 2. Then we got Ornithopter of Paradise, has flying. If we want to discard to give our commander flying, probably most of our cards in our hand are going to flying. If they're not, we can discard this card, and this still ramps for 1 mana of any card. Then we got Card Advantage. These are the cards that we can just draw with. Even though our commander makes us draw a lot of cards, we can draw even more. We got Dig Through Time. We can delve, so then we can exile cards to make this cheaper. And this also just is really good card advantage. Then we got Frantic Search, just draws 2 cards. Then we can discard 2 cards, and then it just pays for itself. Then we got Chart of Course, draw 2 cards, and then we discard it from unless we attack this turn or discarding deck, so we might win discard a card. So then we got the Diabolic Tutor. I know this doesn't draw cards, but we do get to search for a card and just put it in our hand for 4 mana. Then we got Cyan Blood. Target player just draws 2 cards, and then they also lose 2 life for 2 black. Okay, so that was the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Deck list will be in the description below. Consider subscribing for new deck techs.